ready up. I hate how it says you can ready up in there, and you can't. It drives me fucking nuts. Wow, this is gonna drive me nuts because there's no sound coming from the computer for this game, so I'm gonna have to switch over to the Xbox and fucking deal with it that way, I guess. I don't know. Chat seems to be working today, so that's good. Won't have the issues we had the other day. I moved the chat window over here so it's easier for me to see. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back aboard the Good Airship Hopium. Where the only fuel we run on is the lies we tell to ourselves about the success of Gigantic. But yeah, seriously, I'm excited. What are we playing? Who fucking knows? I have not changed any of my presets for this character. There we go. This is my new streaming time. Honestly, it's probably going to be about 2 hours earlier than this. It's probably going to be about 2 a.m., I think. 2 or 3. What the fuck? Come on, Gigantic. At least I have time to go change my presets now. If I'm fast, I can do it. God, I don't like how this menu works. Like, it's not terrible, like, it's not the worst. I already own the Stone Relic guns, don't I? Okay, whatever, I'll buy them again, I don't give a shit. I definitely had... I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. But this will probably be my new streaming time. For anybody that gives a shit, it'll probably be on the weekends. I think that's just... I'm gonna do Friday night, Saturday night. I think that just works better for me. I do. Sure. Oh, I didn't change this yet. The one thing I should have changed, which was the custom build, and that's the one thing I forgot to change, of course. But I think I'm probably gonna start streaming on the weekends. It's just easier. It's hard to keep up. Like, ideally, I would love to stream 5 nights a week, at a set time every single night. And maybe I'll get back to that. That's what I originally was intending with Gigantic. If things start to take off a little bit more with player count and stuff, once like ranked is out, hopefully, you know, like I just said, living on that hopium. If we get to that point, maybe I will change my streaming plans. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. But right now, my goals right now for myself are just to continue to make content for this game, and even if it's slow. And I think slowing down and doing stuff on the weekends is kind of ideal for me right now. It's just hard. I come home and I exercise a little bit after 8 hours of work, which is a pain in the ass anyway. And then I come in here. And then I'm, you know, my aim is fucking terrible tonight. This is why I should play the warm-up match. Protect me. But I don't know. It's hard to stream during the week right now. I got a lot going on. But I'll probably stream probably the next 5 days straight, I would assume. Now I got the... That's funny. I wasn't really even paying attention at that point. I like this map a lot for Rush. And I know I've said that several times, but it's true. It's got a nice flow to it. You're always engaged. You don't have any of those like onside points for each individual team that kind of kills the flow. Well, I was skeptical that running away in such a manner would even help, would even work at all, and it did work, so yay, go me. This is what I get for playing Mozu for a week straight. Shit! I had to reload. Son of a bitch. Hi, you big dumb octopus lady. Man, it's gonna really suck next week if I do what I plan on doing and go play. So I've been playing Beckett all this week. And next week, I'm planning on probably playing Zenobia all week. What the fuck? Why is everybody chasing me back into the fucking area with the Guardian? I'm gonna die. Oh, I got away. Holy shit. I wonder if my settings reset again. How about we don't? Say we did. Oh good, we actually got the rampage that time. No, I think I'll probably start streaming on the weekends about this time, probably Saturday, Friday, Saturday night. I'm gonna die. Yeah. I should have just stayed up there and got a couple more shots off on the Guardian. Oh well. What am I at? 5-2? Jesus Christ, I'm doing fucking terrible, man. I can't even worth a shit, and I'm at 5-2. I'm still the best person on my team. Like, 5 highest kills on me. Protect me, big dumb canary. Missed my jump. That was good back and forth. We did terrible that time. They got to 100 super fucking quick. Crypto holding down the house. Oh, man, there's Zenobia's just kicking ass. Look at that. 13 already. Feed. Jesus Christ. Good for her. Man, I say all the time that I like Beckett and Mojo because they're kind of similar in playstyle, but yet they're so different that it makes it so hard when I play one for like a week straight like that. I really should have done a warm-up match. No, 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 no. I should have ran. I should have turned to throw that grenade. To be fair, out of the 15 kills she has, only like 2 of them are me. Son of a bitch. Nope, never mind. I like 3 of them on me. Oh, I was doing so good for the first third of the game, and then and it sucks because I think my aim is like, I think I'm kind of sinking my aim in a little bit, and it's still.
Look out below.
Oh, we'll turn it around. First match. I really should have done a warm-up match though. It's really kicking me in the ass. Son of a bitch. Where? Like, fucking, come on. If Amani had joined in like 2 seconds sooner, we could have taken it. The fact that we're winning this is just fucking stupid. Because that Zenobia is kicking our fucking asses. Like, it's not even fucking close. And me and fucking the Amani, who are the only 2 people doing good on our team, have completely fallen off in the back half of this fucking match. Oh, that's fucking cool. One of their players switched to Amani. I don't think they had Amani before, did they? Maybe I'm just blind. I'm probably blind. They've probably had Amani the whole time. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to stick near my melee characters, and I'm doing a terrible job of it. That was a terrible job. Thank you, Giant Canary. Woo! Okay, we're about to win. Am I still positive? No, my KD is like negative now. That's Woo! There we go. Oh, my KD was negative. Oh, I did terrible in the back half of that game. I feel bad now. I'm curious what my turn rolled down to a 3. Oh. What'd I do? 6, 7, 9. Blah. Terrible way to start the day. 33k damage. I was doing so good the first half of that fucking game, and then it all just fucking fell apart. But no. Oh, well. Here we go. That's what I get for playing with Mosley for a whole week. And I haven't played since... I think I've played since I streamed. No, that's not true. I played one time on Wednesday. So, yeah, that sucks. No. So I think it was Tuesday night I got on and streamed. And then, my grandmother passed away at, like, literally 2 hours after I got off. I got off and I went to bed, and then I got a call. And, so I stayed home the next day and I played a little bit when I wasn't doing other stuff. Obviously, I was kind of busy. But I think that's the only day I played. Because I haven't played since then, I don't think. Did I play yesterday? Because that would have been Wednesday. And then Thursday I don't think I played. And today's Friday, so yeah, I didn't play Thursday. So haven't played in a couple days. Doesn't excuse how bad it was. Shit. Forgot to do matchmaking. Ooh. Let's get that Beckett playtime up. I think this is pretty much the order I'm going to play characters in the next couple weeks when I stream. Probably going to do a week of Beckett, a week of Zenobia content, a week of HK content, and then probably Granny and Ezrin, and probably Charnock. Charnock I'm going to do terrible as. Like, that's not even, like, I think I've played Charnock, like, 2 matches. How much time do I have on Charnock? Out of fucking curiosity. 26 minutes, yeah. So probably like two rush matches I've probably played as Charnock. I also want to start playing more Clash. I played Clash tonight, but Clash is hard to play in the middle of the night because less people play it. So it's more like, let's get into what we get into. 6, 6, 6, 6. We all got 6s. That means I got like 1 kill in the last like entire half of the 50% of that match, which just pisses me off. It's my own fault. I'm not blaming my team. Crypto picked it back up though. She's got it slipped off for a minute and then came back strong in the last couple minutes because she had 6 kills too until like probably the last 2 or 3 minutes of the match. It's probably why we got that second to last rampage that we got. Because we got that one like super fucking fast. I bet Crypto picked off a couple people. Man, look at that bottom though. Man, that whole team was just like, they were like, I mean, they didn't do that much worse than us, but none of them did as good as anybody on our team. Except for Zenobia. Their Zenobia just came in and fucking walloped. Look at this. It's all ease. No matter how good I did in any of these matches, it's all fucking ease. And if you go to the matches from like the week before that, they're all fucking S's. And it's not like my gameplay changed at all. If this is your first time playing ranked, you will need to play 5 placement matches before you'll be given an official starting rank. Start day 1 and no ranked data. I'm so curious how the ranked mode's gonna work. Like, I really am. I really am. Man, it's taking forever to find a match. Oh, I gotta go change that preset.
Where's the party?
I don't know what this one was. Man, it sucks having to rebuild all my presets. Like, I don't think I've done any of the Zenobia ones yet. Yeah, I haven't made a single Zenobia build since it destroyed all my presets. I really want to buy an Ezrin skin when I start playing as Ezrin again. I like so many of his skins. That one's pretty sick. I like these a lot. This one's neat, but it's not my style. Like, I like it. It's just not something I particularly like. I like it from a design point. I've never really looked at Ezrin's weapons.
I see.
The Carnival of Shadows shit is pretty cool. The big swoopy looking Shepherd's hook with the fucking skull. What are the other colors for this? No, that Eternal Masters, that's neat. I like this green one. How much money do I have? Let's buy flowers.
I'm grateful.
Debating if I should restart the queue. Normally if it takes longer than like 5 minutes, if I restart it, it'll fucking work. It's probably because I'm playing this Beckett. I really should have streamed earlier. I'm super fucking tired. Oh, it's the Sir Pizza Face. Good morning, Sir Pizza Face. How are you doing today? You missed my first terrible match as Beckett. It wasn't actually that bad. The first half of the game I did really good. Last half of the game, not so much. But it's his life. I pulled the shit out of my leg muscle. I'm okay. I'm surviving. I'm surviving. I had the next 5 days off for stuff because of my, well, I got 2 days for the weekend, obviously. Then I have 2 days off for my grandma's funeral services. Then I have a day off that was a holiday anyway. So I basically get a 5-day break from work, so that's good. I mean, it sucks. 2 of those days I'd rather not have, but it is what it is. I'm hanging in there. Like I keep telling people, my grandmother was 93. She lived a long fucking happy life. Fucking lived way longer than I will ever fucking live. So I'm trying to not be too messed up about it. But other than that, my day is pretty good. Other than the grandmother stuff, it's not too bad. I'm tired. Oh, and my leg muscles just pulled to shit. I don't know how I did that. I was on the treadmill running earlier, and I don't know if I didn't have enough fucking potassium or what today, but fucking holy shit. Cramp like a motherfucker, and my whole fucking calf on my whole, not my calf, but my whole fucking like thigh. Fucking just fucking cramped, and now it's pulled like a motherfucker. It sucks. Cursing a lot, probably because I was cursing a lot when I was walking on it earlier. I didn't realize it was so bad, and I went to take a shower before I got on the stream, and I was just like, holy crap. I got out of the shower and I was walking around, I was limping everywhere. Yeah. Nah, she was 93. Lived alone until like a month ago, then her health just went. So, it is what it is. Like I said earlier, she actually passed away like I think 2 hours after I streamed on Thursday. It'd be Tuesday morning going into Wednesday. So it sucks, but her quality of life wasn't that great. I mean, she lived alone, so I guess it was probably better than most 92-year-olds. She definitely lived longer than I ever will. But like her dementia was really bad the last couple of years. And I know that's something she never wanted. I remember as a kid, she'd tell me all the time how scared she was of getting dementia or Alzheimer's or any of that stuff, so. It sucks, but it is what it is. People get old, people die. That's what I gotta keep telling myself. Can't live forever. The world would be doomed if I lived forever. 50% more electrolytes. I need electrolytes, that's why I'm drinking them. It's probably why my fucking leg is cramped. working in 90-degree heat all day and then coming home and running on the treadmill is not like ideal for electrolytes. Oh, how's your day going, Pizza Face? You doing anything fun? My grandma is actually the second oldest relative that I know I've ever had. My grandma's husband, my grandfather, his dad, so my great-grandfather on that same side of the family, he lived to be 99, and he died when I was like fucking 8, 7, 6, 5, I don't know. I was very young. I remember going to the funeral, and the town had like this cool like rope bridge thing, and I remember going to it was just weird. It was like I think the first funeral I remember going to ever, and it was just really weird because I have one very vague memory of going to his home when I was like real little, probably like 4 or 5, maybe younger. I remember his home, and I remember going in there, and I remember he was kind of confined to bed, and so, because he was probably in his 90s at that point. Because even if he died before. I know it was before I was 10 when he died, and he was 99. So he's probably in his like late 90s, mid 90s when the memory I have of actually meeting him when he was alive. And yeah, he lived to 99. And I remember my grandpa used to go down and visit him every I think Saturday. Because I'd stay with my grandparents on like Friday nights, and like I'd get up in the morning, I'd be like, "Where's Grandpa?" And my grandma would be like, "Oh, he went to see his dad down south. He'll be back in a couple hours." But yeah, he lived to be like 99. So, but she is the oldest relative that I know. But she had all kinds of. It's funny because she had all kinds of health problems in like her early 60s. I think she's the old. I don't know if any of her sisters are left. She was like one of like 9 kids and shit. Like I think they had like, I want to say it was like 9 kids or something. They had like a shit ton of kids. But I mean, she was born in the 30s during like the Great Depression and stuff, so that makes sense. But I think she's the only one of her siblings left. But she had like all kinds of heart problems in her like early 60s. And then she started like exercising all the time, and she was just like fucking like she was walking like I don't even know how many miles, because she lived in the town I grew up in, and I used to walk in that town. And that was back when I was in shape before I started streaming and got fat. I think my route around that town was like 2.5, I think 2.5 miles. And it was either 2.5 or 1.5, I forget. That I used to go, and I jogged that 2 or 3 times a day. I think it was 2.5. Yeah, it was 2.5, because towards the end of when I was like really in shape, I was doing that route 4 times a day, so I was doing like 10 miles. And that route is she used to walk around literally the entire town. That town's pretty small, but like the route I did was 2.5, and it was a very small percentage of that town. And she would do like, because she had like I think 2 heart attacks when she was like in her early 60s, and then she started doing that, and it got to the point where like they basically told her, they're like, "You have like an amazing heart." They were predicting she was gonna live to like 100, but then she fell a couple of times, and they decided they didn't want her walking anymore, so she basically got stuck in a chair, and then her heart health got worse, and all her other health got worse again. And shows you though, movement is important. Don't stop moving. Always stay active. But yeah, it was crazy, because I remember being real little, and I remember the first time she had a heart attack, they thought she was gonna die, and then she ended up being like the healthiest relative I fucking had, and lived to 92. Lived on her own. My mom lives like a block away. My mom would go up, make sure she got the right medicine every day, and make sure that she ate. But she, like, for the most part, she was completely self-sufficient. but it's crazy. I know I'm not gonna live that long. Like, my mom was calling me about the funeral, and she was telling me, and she's like, well, we don't have our the services aren't going to be that long because most of Grandma's friends are dead. And I said, yeah, I said, I don't have to worry about that because I said I'll probably die way younger. So I said most of my friends will still be alive to come see my corpse. So I said I won't have that issue. I hope not. Maybe I got her genes and I'll live to be 105. I keep telling people that. I'm like, I keep saying that I'm gonna die young when I'm making these jokes, but I'm like, with my freaking luck, I'm gonna live to be like 105 and just be like, son of a gun. Be old and be like 105 years old and streaming gigantic. Gigantic 13. Yeah, it's crazy. That's the same reason, like, when you're on a plane flight and stuff, they don't want you to sit like that, because if you sit for like long times, like a lot of people, like, they'll go on planes and stuff, and some of it has to do with the pressure and stuff, but just the sitting, it's sitting is real conducive to like forming blood clots in your legs and shit that will go up in your lungs and stuff and kill you. I don't even know the last time the longest I've ever gamed. I mean, it was probably close to 24 hours, but I don't know, like, the longest I've, like, recently. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. I waited all that time for a match. But I don't know the last time I gamed for, like, a really long time. Like, I'm trying to think. Probably when this game came out, there was a couple days where I played for, like, 6 hours. But I don't, like, even when I sit down to play, like, story-driven stuff, which I need to get back to, because now I have stuff I can play now. Like, I need to get back and finish Alan Wake 2 and finish, like, Cyberpunk and stuff. And, but even those, it's like, I don't think I play them more than maybe 2, maybe 3 hours sometimes. Most of the time it's about an hour I'll play, maybe 2 hours, and then I get off. Then I go do something else. I get up. I don't ever feel too bad though when I sit here because my job is very physical, so I'm like up all day doing stuff. Like, I counted my steps the one day. I had a pedometer on me and I counted my steps. And I don't even know what it was. It was over 10,000. I can tell you that. Because I remember I was like, oh, let's see how close I get to 10,000. And then it was like way over 10,000. I was like, oh. I guess I walk a little bit. Like I said, I don't ever play more than 4 hours anymore, hardly. Like, maybe once every 2 or 3 years, something will come out, and I'll play it, like, one time for, like, 4 hours, and then it's, like, even that day I played this for, like, 6 hours, there's probably breaks in there. I don't think I played it straight through. Like, I probably left and got food and watched TV for a little bit, and then got back on. But it was more like I watched TV while I ate, because I couldn't play while I was eating. Type of thing, and then I immediately got back on, so I'm just gonna count it as like me playing straight through. Bring it over here. Did you see that short I uploaded where that Cyclops was just walking up here? It was weird as shit. How about we don't die? How about me? Save me, Gran. Oh. Yeah, it's I think the last short I uploaded. I don't know what it was. It must be some kind of glitch.
Like, I was up in this hallway up here, and a little baby Cyclops just comes, like, trotting up. I think it might have been some kind of weird desync, because we had a Cyclops up there, but it was still standing on the point, so I don't know what this other Cyclops was. Oh my god, I'm down to 5 health. So I think it might have been our Cyclops in some kind of weird desync clone thing. I don't fucking know. It was weird. It was weird. Oh, damn it. I probably could have killed them both with that fucking grenade. Let's kill the Cyclops, and at least we have 1 point. Hey, I played against this guy the other night because I remember thinking, hey, it's another Snappy. I wonder if that's the Zenobia I played against in that last match. That's dumb. Oh, I'm dead. Somebody protect me. Son of a bitch. Nobody protected me. How's your day going, Pizza Face? You got any good plans for your weekend? You know, party it up like it's 1995? Katane. Katana. Fucking Christ. Did we kill that Zenobia? No. I have 2 kills though. 2 deaths. Not doing the greatest. Not a lot. I have a bunch of movies I want to watch. I haven't played video games in a few months. I might do a run of Eldritch because I can compete in like an hour. Completed in like an hour. Blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really touched. If I throw out Gigantic, I haven't played shit like a fucking. Since like April. Man, I tell you, if there was one move in this whole game that I could change, it would be the physics on Beckett's grenades, because they're weird as shit. Yeah, I think that's probably my plans for the next few days. Probably play a lot of Gigantic. Probably watch a bunch of movies. And I'm sure I'll get roped into some family stuff because of my grandma and stuff. Too far away. There's a frog down there.
I can go higher.
The enemy is upgrading a creature. Destroy it before it completes.
Got a bullet buster.
Hey, Mr. Frog. Tell you what, this frog is slipping past me like 100 times now.
Your gift consumes all.
There we go. I should save up and upgrade that tree. What is Eldritch? Have you told me about that before?
A creature is under attack.
Wait for it.
Come back. I need to shoot you more. Oh, it's a roguelite? Okay. So something I'm not good at all. Isn't Hades 2 out now? Looks like Minecraft. That means I'm even less interested in than I was when you said roguelite. I lose all interest in any single player stuff that is not if it don't have story. I mean, I know some roguelites have story, but like, I don't know. Just a genre I really struggle with. I think I need 2 or 3 to upgrade this.
Heights. Big target, bigger distraction.
Oh, I got the kill. Fuck yeah. Goodbye, Mozu. Stupid Drake. Suck my fucking rockets.
Not now.
I think it's funny that I killed that guy.
Still got some fight in me.
Yeah, oh yeah, see that? That drives me nuts. I don't know. I have a huge stack of, I was just telling my coworker that I work with every day. When I buy so many movies, I have this huge DVD collection, Blu-ray collection. And I said when I buy new stuff, I try to watch it at least one time when I buy it. Because a lot of it's stuff, you know, I'll go see in the theater, and I just saw it 2 months ago. But I still try to watch it at least one time when I buy it. And when I get new stuff, it kind of goes in a stack next to my TV. And I said, that stack's getting kind of big, so I said I need to catch up on that fucking stack. It's getting, it might be taller than me at this point. It's not taller than me, but it might as well be.
You've got air support.
Oh no, it's raining. I might also read. I have a couple books I'm close to finishing that I should probably try to finish.
Grenade out. Catch this. Eye shield. Close one. I like the extra hit.
There we go. That was weird. My dodge wasn't working for a second. Why were they so obsessed with killing me? They sent 3 people over here. Netflix, yeah, same, yeah. My list is getting really long. Like, most of it's stuff that I've seen before, but, like, even my stuff that I haven't seen is kind of getting, I don't know. I'll probably go, I might go see Inside Out 2 this weekend. That's something I would like to do, but I'm also like, man, like, I'm not the biggest Pixar person, but I'll admit that Inside Out is one of their few movies that kind of gets under my skin emotionally. And I don't know if right now, given my current situation, if going to see a movie that is, especially considering this movie is more heavily focused on, like, teenage shit, which is a time period in my life when I was very, very rough. I'm like, man, I don't know if between that and everything else I have going on right now, if going to see a movie that is probably going to fuck me up is probably the best idea, but we'll see. I'm not gonna go over there and fucking attack. Fuck that shit. I ain't got no health.
I'm okay.
This game is a lot closer than I thought it would be. Just wait until he recovers, and then we'll finish this thing off so we get the fucking points for it.
Creature is under attack.
Yeah, what'd you build there? Cerberus. I don't know why. I probably would have gone a Cyclops, but...
Wait for it.
There we go. Ooh-wee. What I hate. I like a tree on this point when it's in the first stage, but now when we get to the second stage, Cyclops is just so much infinitely better. It blocks off that fucking staircase.
Expert timing. Clear.
Oh, I should have known he was going to do that. He's done that every time. That Wu player is very, very aggressive. He has chased me every time he's got me low.
No limits.
Don't bother with what? I'm sorry. I've probably confused myself. Oh, going to see the Inside Out 2? Probably not. I probably won't. I want to really bad, but I don't know. We'll see. It probably depends on how I feel. If I go see it, it'll probably be alone.
It's time to attack.
I just got caught up on The Boys Season 4 last night. I didn't even realize that was coming out yet. Hi, mister.
Strike its heart. You don't have much
Yay, we're winning. Yay, we're winning. Yay, I'm gonna go this way, because the tree's over here. Ah! Little bitch, help me. You're a big purple lizard for a reason. Protect me with your body mass.
A creature is under attack.
Later, boys.
Oh,
It's
almost
almost
done. Ah, Darren's here. Glad Darren was out of town.
I still got some fight in me.
Creature lost.
I thought you were gone all weekend, Darren.
Take you.
I was like, oh, Darren ain't gonna be here. He's tricked me. I hardly have played either. It makes you feel better. Can I do 2,000 damage to this tree? Oh, that is a Japanese name. Oh, that's fun. Who the fuck put a...
Close one.
Don't do this. This won't collect energy. You're dumb. Oh my god.
It's time
I hate new people. It's alive enough. I'm playing it right now. You're not hallucinating. I know I should go over there, but I'm so mad about them putting this stupid fucking obelisk here. And I don't have anything that can fucking replace it. Why is everybody always chasing me?
Now, not here.
Heal me.
I'm okay. Needed a boost.
I'm gonna hide up here. No, that is not what I want to do. I'm gonna die. I almost lived and then I was gonna die. Ugh. You think so, Batty? Hey, Batty. Welcome back. Isn't that a good call? I got some damage. It's funny that Zenobia walked out there because I was just about to stop shooting. And she just happened to walk in front of my shots. Because I was like, I didn't realize they had the... I got the crack armor. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, PC is not doing so well player count wise. I don't think Xbox is doing that bad though. Like I bet half this lobby is probably Xbox if I check. I would check if this wasn't like a cluster of action right now. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4 Xbox players out of and the rest are other people. So Could be PC or PlayStation. Probably not PlayStation. Poor PlayStation people. We're winning a lot. We're kicking ass in the last half of this map. This happened the other day on this map to me too. We were losing really bad, and then we got into like we got over to this side of the map when the map shifts, and it just completely flipped. Ha ha ha! As always happens that the creature in the midpoint gets traded extremely often, so you don't give creature points. Oh, do you not get kill points for killing an obelisk?
That rush in many a season.
See, I didn't know that.
Thank you.
I know they don't collect energy.
Go away.
4, 3, yeah, not great, but not. I mean, I was the second highest damage on my team. I didn't get a lot of kills though. Second highest damage is. What the fuck is that? There was all those W's at the top of the screen. What was that? That was weird. No, I didn't know that. Interesting. That is good to know. I don't play a lot of Clash, so. Oh, was it? That's funny. What's he streaming on PC, probably? What's his name? Oh, Oh, that's who that guy... I've played with him a shit ton the last week. Because every time I see him, I'm like, oh, that guy's got the same name as me. That's funny. I don't think I realized that the other night when you said he was the other streamer. I don't think I realized that that was the guy with the same name as me. On Xbox. Okay, cool. I'm all for anyone streaming this game because it brings just the slightest bit more attention to the game. Darren and Pizza Face have apparently both left me, wherever they went. They came in, they teased me, and then they left. Darren, come back and play with me. I need teammates. Oh. Allergies suck. I wish I didn't have them 24/7. Cool, I got an E on that. That'd be bad. Oh, Pizza Face is still here. Darren just left. He snuck in and then he snuck back out. I'm surprised he even showed up because when I streamed last week, he said he was gone. Like, well, I think he said he had weekend plans for like the next 2 weeks or something. It is not looking good at all, though. It is not. I really hope that changes with the ranked patch, but man, it's tough. Like, I haven't had any issues even since launch. Like, I haven't had any major issues. Like, this shit is any game you have where you have to hit a ready queue thing like that. I've had that issue with, so that doesn't bother me at all. But because there's nothing they can do about that. That's just people being dumb. But I didn't realize, and it's probably because I play so much solo and I only really play in parties on here, and it's never, even though it's open party, I don't get enough people coming in. It's never more than 3 people normally. Like if Nakasura and somebody else show up, maybe I'll have 3 people. But I didn't realize people were having so many issues with getting into parties and stuff, which I didn't realize was an issue. And I was listening to Falco's little thing the other day, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was such a big thing. But I haven't had that many issues. Not issues that I'm I would put down the game for. Occasionally having to reboot at least on Xbox because it reboots really fast. But having to close the game and reopen it takes less than 20 seconds. So that doesn't bother me. And even that I didn't have to do until I think the last patch before the last one. Ooh, have they said Ranked is actually coming out next week? Man, see, and what worries me is with the player count as low as it is, if ranked comes out and if they're just gonna push out ranked without trying to fix more stuff, it probably means they're just gonna be done fixing stuff. But it's what it is, I guess. We'll get Dreadlock or whatever from Valve, and we'll get Marvel Rivals, and we'll move on, and maybe someday Battleborn 2 will get made, and then I'll have that. Or Battleborn 1, what is it? What is the community version of Battleborn they're trying to get done? Oh, son of a gun. Whatever the community project is to bring back Battleborn, maybe that'll get PvP up and running at some point. That way when Gigantic shuts down in a year, I'll have something to play. At this rate, I don't even know. Well, I don't know. Xbox is doing pretty good, it still feels like, so. 28 players on Steam right now. That's terrible. Don't tell me that, piece of face. I don't know how the hell you would even... I don't even know how the hell they're planning on... Like, I assume they're going to release Ranked regardless just because it was promised in the initial thing. And, like, there's achievements tied to it and stuff. But I don't know, like... Honestly, I wouldn't even give a shit if they just didn't release it. Because what's the point at this point? You have, like... Let's say 1,000 people playing the game.
To be generous, let's say all of Xbox plus all of Steam... plus all of PlayStation and all of our is 1,000 players. And it's probably not, but let's be generous. Like, why release Ranked at this point? Like, I mean, it might draw people back to the game, but I doubt it. There's so many issues still that just aren't fixed and haven't really been fixed. And they fix them, and then they patch something else, and then the same thing breaks again. And it's just like... But the problem is when you have a small community and you put out more playlists, you just you keep splitting the player base. So like now instead of having 2 playlists that people are going to be split between, you're going to have 3. And so you're going to have those 1,000 people split into 3 different pools. And so instead of actually having 1,000 people in your playlist, you have 300 or whatever, you know? It sucks. I was excited about Ranked too, but man, they just fucked this up so much. They should have just done so much more testing. Pretty much from last fall when they did that test. They should have just been doing beta tests that whole time, and they probably could have sorted out 90% of these issues. I mean, I get it. They're a very small team. And so I try to not be critical, because if you watch those videos, like, you can see, like, that office is not big. There's, like, maybe 10 desks in that whole office. It is not a very big team working on this game, but it still sucks. Like, I blame Gearbox more than I blame Abstraction. Because, like, I'm sure it's one of those things where Abstraction was probably like, you know, we're working on, like, an engine that's 2 generations out of date. We're working on code that somebody else built that we really don't have any clue how it works, and we have to dig into it and figure all this stuff out on the fly. And you want us to do it with, like, maybe 20 people working on the game. And probably, like, a budget that's probably, like, made of shoestrings. Like, I get it. I'm sure Abstraction was like, we can't have a little bit more of a... I'm sure they were like, nope, this is what you get. Release the game. But, man, I wish they had done more testing, because I feel like at least some of this could have got hammered out if they did more tests. But I'm sure they didn't do that, because I'm sure it was a manpower thing. But, man, it drives me nuts. I was so excited for Ranked. If this game had launched... And I should have known there was going to be issues. As soon as they announced they were launching the game without Ranked, I was like, oh, something's up. And I kind of knew that in the back of my head. I'm like, man... If they were really confident in this game and they thought all the kinks were worked out, they would have just released everything at one time. And they're very clearly trying to use Ranked as like a second launch for the game to try to like generate hype back in it.
And even when it came out, I knew that's what they were doing. I'm like, they'll probably wait a month and release ranked, and that'll probably try to boost the numbers back up a second time. But man, it just sucks. It drives me nuts. It's like this was so mismanaged, and it sucks. Because like those initial player counts on Steam weren't bad. Like if you look at like launch week, it was like 5,000 or 6,000 players. So if you take that, you probably double it for Xbox, so that puts you at like 10. And then you say Arc and PS3, let's say another 1,000 between those, 2,000 between those two or something. You probably had like over 10,000 people playing this game in launch week, and that's a good amount. That's SN Paul, thank you for rating with 4 people. Hello, all new 4 people that are here. But like fucking like 10,000 people. Like let's say it was, even if you just say it was the 5,000 that was on Steam launch week. Like there's other games that are live service that are doing just fine with 5,000 people. And it's like, you guys fucked this up. Like, there's other games that are staying alive and continuing on and apparently making enough money to keep their developers doing something with the same number of people or less. And this game had that. They had more than that. And fucking just fucked it up. Oh, you were the woo. Batty was telling me that. It was a good match. I was telling Batty, we've definitely played together at least a couple of times this last week. Because every time I see you, I say, oh, there's another Snap. It was a good game, though. They do need to do free-to-play. Honestly, at this point, I think like the best strategy would just be to release the fucking game as free-to-play. Just release it as free-to-play, or at least a free-to-play version. I know it didn't work for Battleborn. It probably won't work for this either. But if I don't think they should do it until they get some of the kinks ironed out. But man, just release a free-to-play version. I have like 2 or 3 friends that literally wanted to play with me when they found out it was because they knew I loved this game, and they're like, "Oh, we'll jump back on it when it comes back out. We'll play with you." And then I told them it was pay to play, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're not gonna do that." Like, lower the price to like, I don't know, $10 for the whole version, and then have a free-to-play version. Free-to-play version gives you like 5 characters. You get like one of the tanks, you get one of the support characters, you get one of the ranged DPS, you get one of the like assassins or something. Do that. And that's free, and then let people mess around on it and do whatever. It's just crazy. My mic stand drives me nuts. But it's just crazy. It's just like, man, it's so goofed up. I have not been sitting here for 10 minutes. It's because I've been talking. I like how I've been in 2 games in the last 10 minutes and both of them crapped out. It's just frustrating. But like if they could iron out enough of the kinks to where the game at least functioned, most of the glitches were gone for matchmaking. So you could at least get into a game, you could get into a party, stuff like that. And then you do some kind of free-to-play version. I don't know. Fuck. I'm even up for this. Release a free-to-play version of the game that lets you play as every fucking character. I don't even care. Do that. But lock every single skin behind the paywall. So you can come in, you can play for free, but every single skin, every single emote, all that stuff is locked behind the paywall. Do that. I don't care. But then it's still a one-time fee. But you boost your player count back up. Maybe. Probably not. At this point, I don't think so. But maybe. Who knows? Yeah. I wish they would. I mean, I would love to see Gigantic 2, but at the same time, I don't know if you could even do a Gigantic 2. I feel like this game was so much Motiga, and now with Motiga gone, I don't know if anybody else would would care enough, because so much of this game is just like just weirdly like it's always had its issues and stuff, and it's always been kind of rough around the edges, but like there's so much care put into certain things, like the art and the individual gameplay and gameplay style of each character. Like all that stuff was so finely tuned, and I don't know if anybody else would ever give a shit on that level again, and it's sad. But man, I would love to see Gigantic 2. Put it on Unreal 5. Make Beckett's grenades so they didn't do wonky, weird shit when you threw them. Sometimes they bounce, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they bounce backwards instead of forwards. And I'm gonna be driven nuts by those grenades all week, since I'm gonna be playing as Beckett all week. Oh my god! I like how I got raided, and now we're just sitting in the lobby. How is everybody doing? Is everybody excited to play ranked whenever ranked comes out? But how do you launch a ranked mode at this point? It's like Pizza Face said, there's 28 people on Steam right now. How do you do that? Even if those Steam numbers are slightly wrong, like, how do you do that? You can't have 28 people. That's like 2 lobbies, 3 lobbies of people. Like, even if the whole game is at like 200 or 300 people right now, it's like, which I doubt because I'm sitting in the lobby so long. How do you launch a ranked mode with 100 people playing a game? How? And granted, I know it's not peak hours right now. I know the Steam numbers aren't the only numbers. But even if you factor in everybody else, even if you have, let's say, 500 people, how do you do a ranked mode? You're not going to have anybody to 120-ish people. Let's say we even triple that with Xbox and Arc and all the other versions. That's still 360 people. How do you do a ranked mode with that? Some of those people aren't gonna, automatically you're gonna have people that aren't gonna play ranked. So some of those people are gonna stay in the normal playlist. They're gonna play Rush, they're gonna play Clash, unranked Clash. So then again, you're back down to a third of those people, 120, playing ranked against each other over and over again. It's just crazy. How in the hell do you expect that to even work? I don't want them to shut down the game, but I just don't think launching ranked makes any sense at this point. Because all you're doing is, the queue times are just going to get longer. Because let's say we have those 360 people right now, that I'm just making that number up off the top of my head out of fucking optimism. And you have them, if they're all quick play queuing, then we're all going to, we're all in one big pool anyway. But then you throw in ranked, because ranked ain't going to be in quick play, I doubt. Quick play is probably just going to stay as the other two. So, but you're going to split off part of that playlist. So you already have 10, 15 minute queue times sometimes when it's, especially at night, like right now when it's low, and you're just going to make that queue time all the longer. Because you're going to take a chunk of that community that was queuing in quick play, and you're going to throw them over in ranked mode, and the queue time is just going to fucking just skyrocket even more than it already is. Because you're going to have, there's going to be those hardcore, like, competitive, sweaty guys that are like, I don't care if there's 20 people online. I'm going to play ranked because I have to prove myself and be whatever the highest rank was. It was like super gigantic or something. Yeah, I kind of agree, Carbine. It's sad, but it's basically dead. And I can't blame anybody but Gearbox for it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even going to blame Abstraction. Because, well, it's not Abstraction's fault. Their budget and all that stuff is set by Gearbox. It's Gearbox's IP. They own it. Like, if they... Like, I assume they care to some extent, because otherwise they would have just not had any of these updates. They could have just cut funding completely after, like, the first month. But they clearly don't care enough to do it the right way, so... If you're not going to do something right, why do it at all? That's what my grandpa used to always say. But it's like... it's fun. Like, in a lot of ways, it is the better version. It's just glitchy as fuck. Like, the matchmaking is. That's the sad part. Like, I don't even think once you get in the match, it's not that bad. There's only been 2 big, like, issues in-game, at least that I've heard about. And that was the invincible bots. Those are patched. They're gone. They're fixed. And there was when somebody left, it would lag out the lobby. And that seems to maybe be fixed, too. So, but it's the matchmaking. And that's been screwed up since day one. If you can't queue into a game, then I've been waiting for 15 minutes now. If you can't queue into a game, what's the point of playing the game? Like, it's like going to a restaurant. It would be like if you owned a restaurant and you locked the front door and you had some kind of weird lock set up on the front door where 50% of the time the door was just locked and the other 50% of the time it wasn't locked. So it's like you have this huge base of people that are just like, I'm going to change my settings so it's not just Beckett and see if I can get into a fucking game, because this is ridiculous. Select all. But it's like, it's like you're automatically shutting out such a huge population of your people when you're doing shit like that. It's just ridiculous. Like, and a lot of that shit could have been fixed. Like, you would have seen issues if you just they had that playtest weekend in February, and they had like 2 whole months to do another playtest weekend or another 2 playtest weekends, and they just didn't, and it sucks. And I know that was funding, and that's a Gearbox thing, and I don't blame Abstraction. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's gonna blame Abstraction. Their budget, their manpower, all that stuff is determined by Gearbox and by their contract with the Gearbox. So that's a Gearbox thing. Gearbox didn't want to give them the money to work on this game longer. Gearbox didn't want to give them money to hire more people. It's all a Gearbox thing. And I blame Gearbox, but it sucks. You can still get in games and have a lot of fun, but you need to play, and like Rush Hour. You do. I mean, it's not completely dead. I mean, I guess if you have money and $20 isn't a big deal to you, go for it. Buy the game. $20 is a lot of money to some people. To me, it's not. Like, even if I didn't have the game right now and I bought the game on 3 different platforms now, I still would buy it probably at this point. But that's because I really, really like this game, and $20 is a very small amount of money to me. So, like, I make enough. My bills are not that expensive. I don't spend money on a lot of stuff. I'm a tight wad, so I have $20 sitting in a bank account that I'm just like, whatever, I'll play this game. But for a lot of people, that's not the case. Times are tough. That is true. I will say that too. If you have a friend, Q does pop a lot faster. Like when Nakasura's in here and me and him and Darren play together, we were finding games really quick. I honestly, during peak hours, I find a game within 2 minutes normally. Even now, like, but the problem is right now it's 5:30 in the morning, 5:40 in the morning, and probably 90% of the player base is in America, so probably 90% of the player base is asleep right now, so. Yeah, and I get that, Carbine. That is definitely like I said, like, I don't expect anybody to buy this game right now. I wouldn't recommend anybody buy this game right now. Unless you really, really, really love Gigantic and you just have like $20 that your grandma gave you for your birthday that you're like, I don't really have anything else to do with this. Buy McDonald's, buy Gigantic. I don't know why did it go back up? Is it not 40% off anymore? I don't know why you would let the price go back up on it. Like, why? As long as you're still having these problems and you're having player count problems and your sales are probably dead because they probably haven't, like, let's face it, after the first 2 weeks, any game, sales drop off a cliff. This game, probably especially. So what are they selling, like a couple copies a week? Just keep it at 40% off. It's not like you're losing that much money. Yeah, if you buy now, you may not encounter many players while playing. 20 is way too much, though. Yeah, and that's the thing is, discounts can't solve the problem, but, I mean, the problem really is just Gearbox, man. They're so fucking cheap. It's like, I think Gearbox wanted to launch this game. I do think there is a part of Gearbox that wanted this game to kind of see if this game could kind of catch on a little bit. Because otherwise, why do it, right? And, like, why keep supporting it and why keep paying them to do updates unless that was pre-planned. Like, unless that was in the contract, like, beforehand, like, we will pay you for an additional, like, 3-4 months of, like, IT support on the game or something. But, man, it just feels like it feels like they wanted to see how the game would go when they relaunched it, but it feels like it doesn't feel like they were committed to it, if you know what I mean. Like they're like, let's see how it goes, but let's not waste a lot of money on it. So here's $200, bring the game back. Oh my god. I like how I found like 10 games in a row and now there's no games. Maybe if I restart the game, sometimes that works. Yeah, and I get that. It's the same. I would get that. That's why I struggle. Like I said, like money isn't an issue for me, so the $20 isn't bad. But like people recommend like PC games to me a lot. My PC doesn't play games very well, so like there's a lot of times people go, "Oh, buy this PC game," and I'm like, I have the money for it. It's not an issue with that. But I don't think my PC's gonna fucking run it. And it's a different issue in that case, because in your case, it's like a player-based thing. In my case, it's like my PC won't run it thing. But in both cases, it's like if I'm not 100% sure my PC's going to run it, I'm not going to go buy something. If I'm not 100% sure there's going to be a player base to play with, why would I buy something? The biggest issues they're all, at least for me, looking at it, because I haven't had that many issues, but it's all matchmaking stuff. It's all like getting stuck in like a queue that just loops, or like getting out of like a match and then you have to restart the whole game to get it to actually work again. Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, I said that earlier. I don't remember if you were in here when I said that, Batty, but I said it's ridiculous. I said they fixed something with like the matchmaking, like there's like a glitch and they'll fix it, and then the next patch they'll fix something else. But then when they fix something else, the thing that was fixed before, that's broke again. And it's just like, man, just what the heck, people, man, come on. Thank all 7 of you for sitting in here and listening to me ramble on for like 20 minutes now. If it gets to be like, I don't know, I'll give it a couple more minutes. I might just get off stream. This is just ridiculous. But it's ridiculous. I don't know. I'll be honest though, I've never had luck with Gearbox in any multiplayer thing they've done. Like even like Battleborn, like I've always had like connection issues and shit. And they like I'll be fair though. I don't fixes don't come often, but for the first 2 or 3 weeks, I think they did a pretty good job. Considering how small that team is, they were releasing patches like every 2 or 3 weeks. Like I think it was like every 2 weeks for like the first like month and a half of the game, they released a patch, and then May hit, and it fucking nothing. Just it turned into a desert. We got like one patch at the beginning of May, and then we got one patch at the beginning of June, and now we're sitting here maybe getting ranked mode. Ranked mode will probably kill this game. I'm just going to be honest. Like I said earlier, it's just going to split the player base more. It's going to make queue times longer. It's going to split the player base more and make queue times longer. Queue times are going to get longer. People aren't going to want to sit in the queues any longer. They're going to just start leaving the longer queue times get, the more and more people are going to leave the game. So once you split the player base more, it's just going to kill the game. Which is insane. I never thought I'd be sitting here going, yeah, ranked modes are going to kill the game. I was always, ranked mode's going to save the game. It's going to give us a competitive community that'll play the game for decades. It'll be the next Smash Brothers Melee. People will be playing it 20 years from now on janky old rigs. Team up players match individual players. Yeah, found that in the competition there will be players at level 100 on one side and players at level 10 on the. That is definitely an issue. It's so. I don't even know how you could skill-based matchmake at this point, but because the player base is so small, it'd be so hard to do skill-based matchmaking at this point. But man, it is definitely an issue because there's a lot of new players, especially on like console, at least with Xbox, that I'll run into. That holy shit, we found a game. Now can we get into the game? Will everybody hit ready? That is the let's cross our fingers, folks. Holy shit. But it is. It's such an issue because like I had somebody in the game before, a couple games I played the other day that was just they just run back towards our team's guardian and just die, or they'll push really deep in and then they'll just die. Man, I was gonna play as Beckett all stream. Let's keep the Beckett up, I guess. Whatever. But it's definitely clear that like people just don't understand stuff in the game, and it's just like, and some of that's tutorials, but some of it's just people being new. Because not all of it's just like them doing dumb shit. Like, I had a game one time, I don't remember if it was a couple weeks ago or like a month ago, but it was like, we had a guy on our team who was attacking one of our creatures. And I'm just like, what is he fucking doing? And then after like 2 minutes, I think he realized what he was doing and he stopped doing it. I was just like, what is going on? Oh, it's good. This will probably be my last game, Batty. I just wanted one more game. That's all I wanted. I only wanted to stream for 2 hours. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. This will put me up to 6 o'clock, so. Oh my god, we're in a game. I'm gonna do emotes. Useless emotes. What am I even playing? Is it... Holy shit. Ah.
No limits.
I hate the fact that it reset all my settings because now apparently I have mics on.
I'm okay.
Oh, I was not ready to play Clash.
Gotcha covered, Ace.
Yeah, I'll probably be on again tomorrow night, Batty, if you want to play. Otherwise, if I was planning on staying on later, I wanted to get on and start streaming earlier than I did, so I was planning on being in bed 2 hours ago. I was going to stream for 2 hours and then I was going to get off, and then I was 2 hours late to doing that, so now I am 2 hours past when I wanted to go to sleep, and I'm very, very tired.
Switching it up.
Whoa. Hi, Mr. Wu.
Not here.
I know that's not Snap because he's not here. He got off. But yeah, look. Who do you play as, Betty? Have I asked you that before? Man.
Wait for it.
Oh, my grenade didn't go far enough. Can I survive? Probably not.
Accident avoided.
I'm really not used to playing Clash anymore. Mozu! Awesome. So that's why you didn't want to play with me last week, because I was only playing Mozu last week, so you wouldn't have got to play your character. Damn, 70. That's fucking nice. I don't even know what our hammer at. It's not 70 though, I can tell you that. Trying to not take damage until we get to Clash. I feel bad for this guy that's in China or whatever the hell that name is. Oh, that sucks. Ah. Because I'm sure if my queue times are long in the US, I'm sure this guy that's from China is like, I'm sure he's been sitting in the fucking queue for like probably hours. Hours, and now his game is probably shitty and laggy and... Oh, we got a kill. Son of a gun, I got 2 kills now. I was just complaining about people running back by the enemy guardian, and now I'm doing it. I didn't do it for that long. I just wanted to see if I could shoot him and kill him. I probably could have if I'd switched to my rocket. Oh, he's so close to being dead. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, that blew. I'll give it to him. That was a good one. He snuck in and just laid me out. Man, I wish I could stream during the day. It'd be so much easier to find game.
This rampaging beam of God.
I don't know how that grenade did not hit too much. She was basically standing on the explosion. I got an assist. Boo. Boo.
What a view! I like the extra kick.
There we go.
Much power. It's time to attack.
Ah, there we go. There's our rampage.
My rival is down. Strike now.
Yeah, we did the wound. We did the wounding thing. We wounded a guy.
Accident avoided.
We hurt that big canary. He's hurt now. One heart, one heart. Oh shit. Let him go. Don't let this fool kill me. As soon as he dropped in behind me, I was like, I'm fucking dead. It ain't gonna happen. I hope you guys can't hear that really loud bird outside my window. I'm doing damage, I just ain't getting kills.
Grenade out. Bombs away. Airborne.
Yeah, I gotta kill him. Heal me, tree. Thank you, tree.
I still got some fight in me.
Whoa. Son of a bitch. I walked right into that. It seems like you've only been playing a Ghost Reef and Sanctum. Have I missed the matches on other maps? Tonight, I think that's all I've played on. I think I played on Sanctum twice, and I think I played on this once. So, no, you're not wrong. I'll say this, it has been better, at least on Rush. When it first came out, for some reason, I think, whatever it's called, it was Wizard Woods when it was, before it actually came out, but it's not Wizard Woods now, I can't think what it's fucking called. The one map, Wizard Wood, that was Wizard Woods, is,
Experts.
that map was not in Rush for like the first 6 weeks the game was out. Let's rotate up here and get some help. But no. Ta-ta, baddie. Ta-ta. Assist, assist, assist. Like how I just casually walked into the fire. Damn it, I was hoping you'd walk to the side and designate. Ah! Did you just run through here and just do a lap around? You big egg. Shit, 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 shit. Son of a bitch. Damn it. That's so close to getting away. 4 and 4. I'm doing terrible. Probably because I get so fucking tired, man. I've been going to bed 2 hours before now, almost every single day. But no, sometimes the map rotation is really bad. You'll just end up in the same map over and over again. I'm sure it's just random. Like, I'm sure it's not like... I'm sure that I don't actually think is a glitch. I just think it's the fact that there's only like 4 maps and 5 maps, 6 maps. I don't know. So many assists. Snappy gets all the assists.
Accident avoided.
Let's get out of the fire.
You've got air.
I hit the button for that like right before she fucking hit her little rocket jet and flew away. Flew away.
Still got some fight in me.
Flew away. Where did that one go? I did 1,000. That's not bad. I mean, we're still losing, but it's what it is. I'm just doing terrible. Oh my god. I'm blaming on a combination of sleep deprivation and playing as Mozu for a week straight. This is one of the worst games I've had in quite a while. Also doesn't help that I'm not using Clash anymore.
I'm okay.
So obsessed with my Mr. Wu. Just save my focus. I'm sure we're gonna get rampaged here in a minute anyway, and then I'll fucking need it for that. Ah, why didn't I save it? And this is where we lose. Right.
Not today, pal.
Puts me back up to even. I get one kill, at least I'd be positive. I cracked somebody's armor, but it wasn't Jardot, who I would have liked, because that probably would have given me the kill.
Creature is under attack.
Needed a boost.
Son of a bitch. I knew he was back here somewhere. Every time. Wasn't the worst game. I mean, I did terrible, but it wasn't the worst game. Son of a gun. I need to go to bed. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, wherever you're at. Follow me. Do it. I demand it. But no, seriously, thanks everybody for watching. It was fun. I enjoyed talking to people about Gigantic, playing Gigantic with people. The 5 people that still play Gigantic. You're all fantastic. Even Pizza Face, who doesn't actually play the game anymore, you're fantastic. 5, 6, 16. I got a bunch of assists. 45k damage. What is I? Second on the team for damage? Second on the team for damage. It's something. Second on the team for Guardian damage. No, first on the team for Guardian damage. Second on the team for normal damage. By just a smidge. I got like 2k more than that other guy. But that's, I'll take it. I'll take it. If I can't be number 1 in kills or number 1 in assists, I'll take number 2 in damage. That's something. That's something. It means I was doing damage. It just means I wasn't getting the confirms, which sucks, but it's what it is. I did more Guardian damage than anybody else, so fuck everybody else. They killed the Guardian more like me. They would have won. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so fucking tired.